Today, I'm going to tell you about how easy it is to use a ChatGPT to solve a real-world problem in under a minute. By just talking to the AI like a friend, you can get real-world answers to some of life's most vexing questions. Today, we're going to talk to you through a real-world example and give you a prompt, and then 2 additional prompts that you can try out on your own. My challenge was, I'm having my grandkids come over this weekend. They're 2 and 6, and they've got a lot of energy. Sometimes they have competing goals, but I want to keep them both entertained for the period of time they're with me, probably 3 to 4 hours this weekend. And I want them to do something that's fun and enjoyable for all of us. That doesn't cost a lot of money, and that can be done in that period of time. So the prompt I created was quite simple. I opened up ChatGPT and I said, I have my grandchildren ages 2 and 6, and I want to have them do some activities that are fun, that are not so taxing for the 2-year-old, but that will keep the 6-year-old engaged. And anyone who knows and has more than one grandchild in that age range will understand how sometimes difficult that can be in keeping them both entertained and both engaged and still, getting along, I guess is the best way to say it. I gave the AI all those parameters, and it came back to me with at least 7 to 8 different activities that we could try. I also wanted these activities to not cost a lot of money and could be done with things that were around the house. So it gave me a couple of ideas that were really simple to do. Like we could play tent, where we threw blankets over the furniture and they could crawl through the little one could crawl through the tent and the older one could direct her. We did an art kind of class, and since I'm a crafter, I had plenty of art supplies. And I also have a little box of craft supplies for them. So we had crayons, we had paper, we had construction paper. But I set the scene and said, all right, for the 6-year-old, he was to draw the background. And she was to make animals, or the best she could of animals. And he was supposed to place the animals on the scene. And together they cooperated in what colors they were going to use, what kind of animals were going to be in the scene. That was a lot of interesting conversation. It also told me and showed me how creative they both are and how they think through things. So that was fun. Sometimes I had to do a little refereeing, as pretty much any grandparent does. But nonetheless, we all had a lot of fun doing that. And then the last activity I chose, and most grandparents will know this, about baking cookies. And I did have to prepare a little bit. I had most of the supplies, but I did go out and buy some frosting and some food coloring so that they could make up different colors of icing to put on their cookies. And since I put the cookies in while we were doing the paper crafting, the cookies were almost done when we were done playing with the art supplies, and they could clean up as best they could, and then we could decorate the cookies. And it all worked out perfectly. And my son and son-in-law were so excited that they were calm, that they were really talking about how much fun they had with Grandma and Grandpa this week, and that they couldn't wait to come back. And it isn't that they didn't like to come over. It was just that they were calm. There wasn't any mischief. And again, any grandparent knows exactly how that mischief can be. And it wasn't any cost. I mean, very low cost. And that was important as well. So, something simple, but a real world problem. I mean, any grandparent will know that sometimes keeping a 2 and a 6-year-old occupied, or any pair of grandchildren that have a couple of years range between them, can be a challenge. So now, if you've thought that this was helpful, I'd like you to hit the like button or subscribe or put a comment below. But I also would like to challenge you And that is, I have 2 other prompts that you can try. And these are very simple. So if you've never used ChatGPT before, just open chatgpt.com and it will open up a blank window for you to try and type in the following prompt, or what I would call a conversation starter. I'm new to ChatGPT. Can you give me 3 suggestions that I can use to work with you? And what would they be? And hit enter. And ChatGPT will return to you 3 items that you can use, you can think about, and then apply if it makes sense. The second prompt I'd like you to try is, I'm hungry and tired, and I'm just getting home from work. And I really want to make a dinner, and I have these few things in my refrigerator or my pantry. What would you suggest for me to make a nutritious dinner out of this? And again, you may very well be surprised about the kind of dinner you'll get. We tried this last week, and we wound up with a suggestion of a Italian kind of dinner that was very easy put together, had all the instructions, all the timings, all the measurements, and was done in less than a half an hour. And it was delicious. So again, if you have found this helpful, inspiring to try, just dip your toe in the water of artificial intelligence. Then like, subscribe, share this, or sign up to get my weekly newsletter at heartcentricai.com, and I will send you a file that has 5 quick win prompts that you can try on your very own. And let's join into the conversation together. Tell me what you want to learn about, or what is vexing you, and that you would like to have an answer for, and I'll be happy to cheer you on in finding it and helping you with AI. Have a great day, and thank you.